Hello everybody, Ian Robson here. Welcome to the edition of the Newbie Farm. Alright, what is going on today? If you recall from the previous episode, we were cultivating / spraying the field last time. That is done now. And our dude is still selling stuff to the freight yard. And he'll be back soon. So right now we have $35,000 to work with. I sold the cedar, as you recall, from the previous episode. So we're going to go ahead and rent a cedar. Actually, before we do this, let me just do this. I'm just going to see something. I should be able to make enough money from selling this to actually buy the other field. And then we can combine the two fields together. But that does mean we need to take out some trees as well. So we're going to sell this time around. And then from there, we're going to see what we end up with. That's going to be a bit interesting, actually. So I am kind of curious about that, because if we have it set up right, we'll be able to rent things still. So we'll see how much money we get from this, because this is a $50,000 combine. This amazing Rosen, whatever it's called, Comia something. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and sell this and see what we get from it. It'll be kind of curious, actually. So we should be able to get a pretty penny from it. How big is the header on this? It's only 4 meters. So the header we're actually going to be renting when we actually use the other combine is going to be only 5 meters bigger. So just a little bit bigger. 5 meters. 5 meters is enormous. So the amount of time it takes to harvest should be significantly reduced, which is good. And the actual, I don't know, what's the cost of running this? Let's just check real quick. Because running costs actually factor in quite a bit now. So technically this this guy right here probably isn't our best bet. For this costs $480 a day, and the one we're looking at is harvester. Less than half. So that just gives you an idea. So that's one of the interesting little aspects of this game, especially with a rental mod. You can kind of adjust and be like, well, what's going to be the situation? How is this going to work out? So that is part of the fun, in my mind, at least. Especially on hard. Like, I haven't played a map on hard for a while, because what tends to happen in my situation is I don't tend to play a crazy amount off camera, just because I don't have a crazy amount of time. And what happens is people will be like, well, why don't you buy this next time? And then I just don't have the money to do it. Ooh, we have 100,000 now? Whoa, so we can definitely buy that field. Let me just hop over to this guy right here. So we can actually buy the field, and that will leave us with $50,000 still to fiddle around with, which is good for us. Hey. I just want to jump over. I just want to jump over that. Alright. We haven't progressed time yet, so. Alright, we'll do it this way. We actually need to plow the two fields together. And we need to take out that stuff. So let's buy the field first of all and see how much money we have left, and then go from there. Ideally we will be able to do everything in one shot, but I'm not sure about this, so we're going to find out in a second here. So let's go over and buy the field over here. So there's quite a few trees we need to take down as well. This is going to be interesting. So this is 49,000, so the soil moistures, pH is neutral still. Weed infestation is not good. Alright, so $49,000, boom. So now we have 60 grand left. So now we own both of these fields. So what we need to do is we need to rent a tractor. And I think what we're going to do is, what's the biggest tipper we can rent? 49,000. I just want to be able to do it in one. How much would this be to rent? Oh, that's it for an hour? Oh, that's easy. Not a problem then. Alright, so what we'll do is let's just go ahead and take down these trees right now with our trusty rusty chainsaw. Alright, So what we'll do is, how's that going to work? So let me just price this out. So that's going to be cheap. And then we need a tractor with a PTO in the front. Doesn't need to be in the front actually, but it makes our lives easier if it is in the front. Let's see, what do we got here? This probably is not powerful enough. This one's not powerful enough. That one's not powerful enough. Oh, maybe it is actually 350 horsepower. Let's just double check this. No, that would be powerful enough. This doesn't actually say. So 350 horsepower. So we actually only need something with, I don't think I can use this one on these. Birch tree, I think that one's an oak, and I think it screws up with oak trees. So let's start the process. Let's go ahead and just cut these trees right now. See, it's funny. Most of the time I don't do forestry. Really? That's what you're going to do to me? Most times I don't do forestry. But in scenarios where it's appropriate, I don't mind it. Frito-Lay's, I've been talking to him. He's playing on the same map as I am right now, and he was saying I should check out the what map is check out a joystick with forestry. And apparently more than one person has said this with forestry. If you want to do forestry, the best way to do it is with a joystick, apparently, because it makes everything so much easier to do. And they're probably right, actually. It would make things a lot easier. Alright, let's just bump this tree. This is an old warhorse. Wow. Didn't need to touch the tree, just drive by it apparently was enough to scare it to fall down. That's awesome. Alright, so let's cut this tree down. Or... Oh. It's so strange how this works sometimes. So let's get this one down too. It's funny that one of the other things that, as I mentioned in the last episode, there is a new version of this map out that I can get. The only problem is I'd have to cut through the trees again, and I don't. That's one of the problems, at least. And I'd have to transfer my save game's not the problem. That's easy to do. It's more about cutting the trees down again, because that for me is annoying. But there's a few changes, so I may still do it. We'll see. That will probably get knocked over. I should be able to knock it over now. It won't fall over, but I'll be able to knock it over, of course. Let's get this one down too. So what we'll do is we'll cut down all three of these trees, and the nice thing about this is that we'll be able to make a little bit of money from this as well, which is always a nice thing. So let's get this one down. Let's grab this one. Let's see. It's a little finicky though. Ideally you want to get as much as the tree as you can, but of course it doesn't always work out that way. So it does make it slightly more annoying. That's that one. Let's get this one over here. And like I said, I want to do it in one shot so I can get all the trees down all at once, and then get them all put into a chipper all at once, and then sell all the wood chips all at once as well, which would be the best thing to do. And there we go. Let's get this birch tree, and that'll be the last one. Perfect. Alright, so what we can do actually is how much is it going to be, because we need what, 300 horsepower, so this one actually will work. How much is it for an hour? Perfect. So we'll be able to use a fast track, which will be good because it's quick. So let's grab that guy for an hour. Let's grab the biggest one we can rent for an hour, which is this one. We'll grab this for an hour. And then we will also grab our forestry, not baling, forestry. We'll grab the brooks for an hour as well. Perfect. Let's just have them deliver all that stuff. Could you? This always blows my mind. You know, thinking about renting stuff for an hour. Perfect. This guy can just stop and just turn off. There we go. Helps if you press the right buttons. So we have all this stuff here. So let's go ahead and get it set up. On this, I believe the JCB should be powerful enough. No, this is the JCB for the. It's funny. I have this pack, but I don't use it nearly as much, just because it's an expensive thing, and I haven't started with it yet. But I really like. My favorite part about it, to be honest with you, is the speed at which you can travel around areas. As odd as that may sound for some people, but apparently that's one of the determining factors of a fast track. It wouldn't be called a fast track without it, right? Oh. Am I going to be able to attach to this? Probably not. Oh, no, I was able to. Perfect. Alright, so let's unfold this guy, put the pipe out. I should be able just to get all of this all in one clean shot, which is going to be awesome. Yes, it is going to work. Perfect. So I don't know what the horsepower requirement is on the Brooks. They don't specify that, which is a bit on the annoying side, but I can live with it. So let's turn that guy on. Let's lower him down. And let's just go in here. Oh, that's pretty good actually. Alright, so that didn't work the way I wanted it to. So let's take a little turnaround. One of the things you do have to be careful about is approaching the tree at the correct angle. Like that. Perfect. That's that one taken care of. Let's turn around here. This would really tear up your field if you were doing this, though. Alright. Visibility on around the back of this JCB is nice, too. If you've never used it before. There we go. Oh, wow, that's a lot more than I thought I was going to get from that. So this is the reason why I actually wanted a fast tractor as well. So let's go just take this out right now. Because one of the nice things is that wood chips are worth a lot. So let me grab this guy and turn him off because he's just chilling out here, idling, wasting my money. Alright, so where is the biofuel facility? It's really far away from members. It is biomass heating plant. Yeah, so it's right down the bottom. So let's go the other direction, actually. But at 71 kilometers an hour, we should be able to make that pretty darn quickly, I hope. Hope being the key word, of course. 1 second, coffee break. Oh, gorgeous coffee this morning. We should be able to make it. I don't know how this trailer is going to react, but with a 300 horsepower tractor, I hope I'll be able to make this relatively quickly, but I don't know how. Yeah, the back end wants to twist out just a wee bit, but that's okay. So that's 40,000 liters of wood chips. Technically, there is a wood chipping plant. I think there's some sort of wood chipper you can put it into and make some money back in a ridiculous way. But this is one of the reasons why I wanted this tractor, because it is quick. And it makes this driving down here and picking up this so much quicker. Like technically I could probably rent this for an hour and I could probably make a silly amount of money by just going and cutting along all these pine trees here, all these fir trees. But it's not my style. This is mostly just a way of getting rid of the trees. I don't necessarily use it as a way of making money, but the money is a nice side benefit at least. Ooh. Doesn't like the speed wobble. That's for sure. So how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I know that today is what, Tuesday? Tuesday is always a good day for me. I don't know, every day's a good day. At least that's why I try to make it to be a good day for every day, basically. So there's no point in not making it a good day. So technically I could probably set this up so it does it with courseplay, and I could do other things at the same time. But the problem with courseplay is the maximum speed it will drive is 50 kilometers an hour. So apparently in the new version of this map too, some of the mountains are actually taken out as well, which is interesting. So I really have to check out that new version. Aww. I really have to check out the new version just to see what it's like actually. So, all right. So here we're coming up at the bioheating plant, which is right here in this corner, and this is where we're going to sell our stuff, and we'll see how much money we actually make from this because I have no idea. Stop, back up. There we go. So we're at 62,000. Let's see what happens. 63, 64, 65, 66. So that's 3 grand. That's a lot more than I thought we were going to make actually. So that's like 7 grand. That's not too bad actually. Excellent. So now we'll be able to get the rest of those trees, hopefully, in this one load. But I'll take making what was that? 63,000 we ended up with. 63,000 we started with, and then we're ended up with 71. So that's not a bad haul. So with the rent, so for example, for the rental, with the rental mod basically, and this particular chipper I'll specify, because with this particular chipper it is a little bit on the cheaty side, I would say. I just don't like any other chippers I've ever used. I don't like at all, and they're just too much of a hassle to use. That's just the reason why I use this one. So like dealing with the arms and like having to pull it and put it in the chipper is just painful, and I don't enjoy it. So I don't do it. This I don't mind because it's way too easy to use. I agree, but it does get the job done. So basically we've paid for our rentals already, which is nice. So if we minus like let's say 2,000, so we're still up so far in terms of money, which is good. We'll keep going straight, and again, being able to do 70 kilometers an hour is all right. I guess I should zoom out here and show you guys the map a little bit. I'm just enjoying this inside of the JCB here. But as you can see, if we drive past areas right there, you'll see some weeds that have absorbed all the nutrients in the soil, and other places that have not absorbed any at all. So, is this our turn? Yes, it is. But it's pretty cool. Gotta love the map. Oh, is that part of the field now? Oh, that's gonna be really awkward. That little part down the bottom there. And these trees are along the side. Maybe what we'll do is we'll make a point of, let's lower this down, turn it on. We'll make a point of taking out some of the extra trees there. Bonk. There we go. Another 12,000. I guess this will fill this trailer up here as well, because these trees are pretty big. And that's that one. That'll fill the trailer, I'm sure. Yeah. Alright, so I guess we'll make another trip down, because what I'll do is I'll record the course this time, so I don't have to do it personally, and I can deal with other things. Start recording course. Because if I can deal with other things, like let's say dealing with the stumps, that'll be nice. So, but as you can see, like this chipper makes chipping much easier. I did a mod spotlight on it. If you are interested, it's the Brooks chipper. It makes chipping too easy. But if you're like me and you really don't like dealing with the arms and all that jazz, it's definitely worth it. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll set this up so it's just, I could probably set it up so it does different ways. Technically what I should do actually, instead of taking all the way down there, I should just put it into my storage, which is like really close to where I'm working, and then I wouldn't have to drive all the way down here. Maybe that's what we'll do next time. We'll put it in storage, because we don't necessarily need the money at this exact moment in time. So maybe that's what we'll do next time. So this will be another load, so this will be another 6,000, I suppose, something like that, and then we will go from there next time, I think. So alright, nice. This would be kind of a fun little area to go into with a chipper and or the Scorpion King, and just tear out that area. Technically, I probably could do some of that. Wow, this is the most ridiculous course I've ever made. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll just drive past the sell point, and I'll put a waiting point there, so. when I'm not paying attention, it'll actually wait there if it doesn't sell, because it might not sell in this scenario. I don't know. I don't know for sure, which is why I'm saying it like that. But yeah, I could literally spend like quite a bit of time just tearing out all the trees on this map, and make a good little chunk of money doing so. But cheaty, yes, definitely. All right. If I were picking up the logs and take them to a sawmill, that'd be a different story. But all right, let's put a waiting point right here. Let's just back up here a little bit, or like that. There we go. Sell that, make another little bit of money. So that was 71,000 we were at, and how much is that going to take us to? 78, 79. So that was almost 10,000. Almost 10,000, which is pretty crazy. Alright, so now we get to rock the 71 kilometers an hour without the speed wobble. That's the one downfall of this thing. Most trailers don't like going 71 kilometers an hour, especially with tractors. The semi-trucks, they seem to be alright for the most part. Like, you can get away with doing it with going at a good clip without a problem. But most tractors don't like going fast with a big trailer on the back. This has been my experience, at least. Alright, so what we'll do is we will, instead of selling this, I'll save this course and I can use it some other time. But what we'll do is we'll save this and we'll get the rest of the look at that, that's terrible. And we'll get the rest of the trees dealt with, and then we'll go from there. We should be alright. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't pay attention. You can see you can see me snaking back and forth. So maybe we could actually do that. The rental mods open so many opportunities. How much would that cost to rent the Scorpion King? Because technically I don't need the Scorpion King, if I'm honest. I can just come across here with the chainsaw and just take it all out. That wouldn't be that difficult, actually. But the Scorpion King... Oh, there's an entrance there. And more trees. Yeah, I think what we're gonna have to do is have to take out some of these trees around the edges too. Because, oh no, that's not the right field though. But I will definitely do that. So like this tree, that's behind a fence though, so that won't be a problem. That tree right there, the birch, will be a problem. This one up here will be a problem. Yeah, we'll have to take some of these out. Definitely. Alright, folks. There we go. Let's just save that as, I don't know, we'll just call it sell chips. Alright, let's get the last little bit here. I'll do this on camera with you guys. And let's lower that front half, turn that guy on, and just... Whoops. I wasn't supposed to run into it like that. Ah, stop. Get off there. What am I stuck on? The stump. Of course, the stump. Oh, there we go. That's that, and if I raise it up, am I going to be able just to pop it, bump it? Yes. So, yeah, we're definitely just going to drop this into our storage, which is right over there in this context. So there we go. We'll open this area up a little bit, which is good, and that will really open up a possibility. So what we'll do is I'll just leave it there for the time being. I'll come back and get the last tree. So that's it for me for today, folks. My name's Iain Robson. This has been an episode of The Newbie Farm, coming at you from Farming Simulator 2015, and my name's Iain Robson, once again, just in case you forgot. I'll catch you guys later.